Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a for hire Mitsurugi K9 video. Haven't made one of these videos in like a month, actually 2 months, I think. So last month I was working on a video. I made like a lot of free plays and I got some really good ones. And I was making the video, but I got super busy with like exams and stuff, so I just like dropped it. And now I'm making this video to show you those replays. And then I have some new replays as well. So it's like a mix of like older replays and newer ones. But the deck list is literally the exact same. I have not changed anything about it. Um, this is like the same as the previous video that I posted. I don't think it's necessary to make any more changes. I think this deck is just ridiculous. I'm gonna show you like duels that are just gonna be like, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? How is this even possible? Yeah, this deck is insane. Now side deck, okay, is probably the only thing I need to mention because I've already talked a million times about this, and you guys like know how insane this deck is. This can literally beat 10 interruptions with just engine. That's how insane it is. But I'm maining droplet because it gives you like that extra layer of like breaking boards that you might need. It's very good. That's why I'm playing it. About the side deck, you need to play Droll in the side deck. Ash is not really mandatory, but I feel like because branded is very popular at the moment, Ash is pretty good. Otherwise, you don't need this for Fua. I will literally show you guys one guy who like, not just one guy. There's like so many different people who just always use Fua and stuff like that. It doesn't matter. Give them draws. Give them 10 draws. You win the duel anyway. I promise you. You're gonna see like one of the most insane for hire duels you've ever seen in your life in a second. I also play Evil Storm Exciton Knight to side out the Light Dragon Ignister. Now, you guys know why I'm playing this card because it gives you resilience, and from like Murakumo, they can't nuke the board because this is just gonna protect all your monsters, and it's not once per turn, so it can do it twice. So if they have Raigeki to follow up as well, if you're playing against like a Board Breaker deck or like Sky Strikers and stuff, this is gonna protect all your monsters twice. But going second, you want Exciton Knight because it can nuke the board, and it does come up quite a bit. Mitsurugi is just so insane. It's so insane. Um, and then the one TTT with the one Dark Ruler, both searchable by the Thrust, and also Thrust is for Harpy's Feather Storm. This just it's like turn skip. It's auto win. Not even turn skip. The opponent just loses, right? They just scoop. So yeah. Nothing else to really talk about here. You guys know like how crazy the hands are with this deck. Let's just hop right in because I have some really awesome duels. How about we do what this? No, let's do that one. Okay, so this guy is on Chimera, Hecahands. Okay, nothing weird here. Just Chimera Hecahands. Relinquish Fusion is interesting. Oh, because he's playing the new card. Fair enough. Okay, let's see what we have first. So we only have Mitsurugi and for hire, we don't have access to K9s at the moment. He goes Fua loss. Guys, when I see Fua, okay, and I'm playing for hire, I have the biggest smile on my face because I know they're going to lose. I know they're going to draw their entire deck and they're going to still lose and they're going to be salty. Watch this. Watch me cook. Alright, also keep your eyes on how many cards he has and how many cards I have, okay? I just want you to see it. So before I make any plays under Fua, I actually summon the Gale. So now every time he is going to draw a card, I'm going to draw a card. So you're basically maxing yourself. It's like maxi for both opponents. And the thing is, like, people say, oh, it's only fair, maxi is only fair if, like, both people draw or no one can use it. So I guess they fixed the issue. You just play for hire, right? It's a simple solution. Now this is such a big brain play. I go Murakumo, summon this from deck, and then tribute this instead of the Saji. You'll see why in a second. So he gets a draw. I get a draw as well. Actually, no, I don't because I don't have a for hire just yet. And the reason I go Saji is because if he tries to Valor now or something like that, it's still not going to matter because I'm either way going to go Rookie for hire, dodge, and then guess what I'm summoning? Yes, sir. Okay, so now every time he draws, I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Keep an eye on how many cards he has. Okay, he has 5 cards. I have only 3. Watch this. You draw a card? Okay, let me draw two. Double maxi for me. Draw into Izuna Ash. Just keep giving him draws. Keep giving him draws. I literally don't care. I'm about to look at your hand. I'm about to destroy you. I'm about to put up a million interruptions. Oh, you draw a card? What's that? Draw two. Boom. Nuke the board. Chain link 6. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Draw into droplets, board breakers, hand traps, everything. Oh, you draw again? What's that? Draw two. Oh my god. Okay, okay, okay. So we go Izuna. Now I feel like okay, so I'm getting so much advantage that I actually feel bad from my opponent. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just get rid of the second Gale because it's just not fair for my opponent. You know, he forward me. He has hand traps and all that. It's just not fair for him. You know, he's only drawing one card. I'm drawing so much. So we'll make it even. I'll draw one card. You draw one card. We'll make it fair. So obviously we don't get the draw here because we don't have it for hire. And then we look at the hand. Now I know what he's playing. I know he has TTT, Droplet, and I'm like, okay, so you're playing this deck, which I know like the back of my hand because I played this with 60, but way better deck than this. This like cannot play through interruptions that well. The one I was playing has like infinite gas. It's literally unstoppable unless you get drolled. Okay, and now yeah, every time he draws now, we draw one card. Boom, Falgo, draw, we draw. Yeah, look at how many cards we have in hand. If you tell me this is not fun for both me and him. The only difference is he's gonna lose, and unfortunately this was game one, so I don't have Harpy's Featherstorm. It would have been so funny if the opponent had like every card he ever wants in his hand, and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna destroy my opponent," and then you flip up Harpy's Featherstorm. You cannot play the game. Bye bye. And then he has to discard all of these during the end phase. That'd be the funniest thing ever. Okay. The thing is, okay, I forgot to count, but we had more cards than he did. Can you believe that? He had 11 cards, we had 12. We started with 3, he had 5, if you guys remember. Absolutely insane. Now you're probably saying, okay, well, you gave him so many draws, how are you gonna win now? Like, this board looks awful. Okay, let's count the interruptions, we'll see. Gale, draw every time he adds something, so it's one interruption. Falgo, pop, you can do it with the trap here, or you can do it with this, or you can do it with Dampa. You have or Murakumo. You have infinite ways to trigger Falgo. So it's 2 interruptions because it's gonna draw like more hand traps and shit. Ripper, 3 interruptions, and then we have Raphael, 4 interruptions. This is 5 interruptions because it's gonna pop, and then the werewolf is 6 interruptions. This is gonna pop 7 interruptions. It can also banish if we want. Murakumo Revive is 8 interruptions, and then Murakumo second effect to discard, 9 interruptions, and then Droplet 10 interruptions, and then Cold Bite 11 interruptions, 12 interruptions, Izuna plus Lupus 13 interruptions, and then we can summon the Wiz with the Keel Engrave, 14 interruptions, and then we can also resummon the Gale, so it's 15 interruptions. 15 interruptions! What the fuck? Through Fua, guys. Okay, so he goes Kotal, we negate that. We don't want him to draw even more cards here. But it doesn't matter. Actually, I was baiting Droplet. That's what I was doing. This was such an old replay, so it's hard to actually remember what I was trying to do. But I'm pretty sure I was trying to bait the Droplet because I don't care about him drawing more cards. I already know his hand, and I know what he's playing, so I know he's on TTT and that. So here's what I do. Bait the Droplets. I know he has TTT as well, so he's gonna revive this, and then he's gonna use it. We're gonna Ash it. Okay, and then we go Lupus. And then we go for this, summon the Sage, and this is gonna check his TTT, which we know he has. Also, we have the... Okay, where's Storm for Hire? We don't actually have it. Okay. We don't need it because we have this to discard. So we go into Lupus plus the Gale, which is negated, into Nash Knights. So we're just like literally summoning more interruptions. We don't care, bro. We don't care. He goes TTT, negate that. Hecahands, we both draw 1. We draw into another Beats. Awesome. Suck this up because it sucks. It's not quick effect. It's super slow. He goes for this. send that, make more room so I can keep summoning and destroying you, put up more interruptions than I already had. Okay, so he goes for all of this. Abel summon the Gigas, sure, pop it. And now if you activate anything, Werewolf is going to banish from your hand, and then Falco draws 3, and then we still have Murakumo Revive, and then we have Sacred Technique, and then, oh my god. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys, like, this deck is just insane. You cannot possibly convince me Mitsurugi K9 is not the way to play for hire. For hire at 40 success. I can't believe people even play that. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to hate on your deck, but like it's just not good enough into going second, into like boards with like 10 interruptions and shit. It's just not good enough. And you can't put up that many interruptions as we did last turn. If you're playing pure for hire, and you'd have to give them so many draws. Even if you're drawing it, you're not really drawing it to anything relevant. Who cares about a fucking Veiler in your hand, bro? Draw into Veiler, draw into Ogre, who gives a fuck? But if you're putting up Murakumo, K9 stuff, how many interruptions is that? Compare these two, right? Let's say you have 3 Veilers and an Ogre. Okay, that's 3 interruptions plus an Ogre. Which is better? 3 Veilers, which don't even out the board. It just like negates it. So they can still like link climb and do other stuff. Or having Murakumo nuke the field, make them discard, and then you have Ripper to negate, and then you have the Forced Liberation, pop their card, look at the hand, banish any card you want from their hand. It's literally not even close. And then on top of that, you also have Izuna in hand, or you can use the Lupus with your Gale for Hire to go into an additional Exceed, which is going to suck up an opponent's monster. It's not even close. There's not even a question about it. Hand traps suck in this. Don't play hand traps. You can side in hand traps, but don't main hand traps in this deck. You don't need them. Aside from like Fua, you can play Fua or Droll and Lockbird. These are like the only acceptable hand traps, and Nib. Anything other than that is just horrible. You're just making yourself, lose. So we're going up against Onomat, Mitsurugi, Ryzeal. He also had Sales Ban, by the way. I didn't talk much about this duel because I was yapping. He declared Imperm, and he has Called by the Grave. So he basically has everything checked out, so that I can't stop him. And then he also went into, what do you call it? He went into the Reflegia. This is going to check Nib as well. So he played really well. He was basically checking all my hand traps. And with the amount of interruptions he puts up, you would think, you just lose here. Let's draw our card. Okay. Now he has, how many interruptions does he have? Let's just count them real quick. He has Omni negates, which is a counter trap, so you can't respond to this. So if I go Murakumo, he activates this. I can't respond with prayers to dodge, so that's a super powerful interruption. And then he has Called by the Grave, 2 interruptions. Mitsurugi Purification, 3 interruptions. Tribute this, come back, nuke the field, 4 interruptions, and then make me discard 5 interruptions. 6 with the cross, negate anything, and then you would still have these 2. So it's 7 interruptions, and then you have this. So after it's detached, he's going to get another card, 8 interruptions, and then he has plugin to revive them back. So that's 10 interruptions. I think I missed an interruption. What did I miss? I'm not sure. So, okay, so like 10 interruptions. It doesn't matter anyway. 10 is crazy. Oh, I think I just counted wrong. It's 11 interruptions, I'm pretty sure. There was an additional interruption when I counted last time. I probably just counted 5 instead of 6. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 interruptions. Yep. I just counted wrong. Okay, so again, if you're playing only for hires, you will never break this board, ever. Not in your wildest dreams. He has double Omni negates, and he has like board wipe, he has pops, he has negates with this. It's impossible to break this. Because you're playing, we have for hire access, Mitsurugi access, and K9, you can easily break 10 interruptions. You can break that board, I promise you. We're gonna do it right here. We go over this, we go chain the prayers here. He doesn't negate. And we grab the Storm for hire. This is like the secret to like outing 10 interruptions. You grab Storm and you keep it in your hand. Make sure everything is summoned in attack, so in case you need to crash, you can do that. Also plays around like Masquerena, because Masquerena would have to activate, otherwise you go battle phase. Then you crash yourself, and then you use Storm for Hire, summon an interruption like Ryzeal, and then you swing over Masquerena. Okay, so we're gonna basically out everything he has. He has Called by the Grave. This does hurt a bit, but it's completely fine. We go Rex, revive the Raphael, activate Raphael effect. He's gonna Purification, negate that, and then Purification, Murkroom is gonna come back. He already made me discard, so this is gonna nuke the board, and now he opened up room for Storm for Hire, and he has no more interruptions. Guys, we broke through 10 interruptions, okay? Now, there's a secret interruption here, but I'm gonna out this in a second. You'll see. So, we summon Dampa here. We go Beats, Beat Summon, the Wiz. Wiz is gonna check his back row here. And then we're gonna Dampa pop him. And then we're gonna go into this. Just keep the Wiz on the field because we have Storm in the graveyard to banish whenever to negate this. So this is already checked anyway, right? Before we even like commit to these plays, we had the Wiz on the field. Okay, we're gonna add the Rex for Hire, and then we're gonna summon it. We'll go Falgo for Seal, I think. Yep. And then do this, draw 3. We got Chalice, we got Izuna. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. I love this deck so much, bro. Banish, negates, get out of here. You're not gonna resolve that. And then we go into Donner. So we had to make this play. If you know how to use Seal properly, Seal is like one of the best cards in the deck. Well, not in the deck, in like the for hire engine, because it's gonna recycle everything that you need. And then it's gonna turn on your Wiz and Raphael back. Okay, we add back this, so now Wiz is activatable again, and we have Chalice, we have this to draw. Let's count the interruptions real quick. We broke through 11 interruptions, guys. We broke through the entire board. Draw off of this, we can pop because we have Dampa. We have a way to summon Dampa. We don't have to... Like, you'll see how I'll do it. I don't have to explain it. We draw every time he adds, so he's about to add right now, I think. So 2 interruptions, 3 with the Wiz, you can discard. We have Izuna, 4 interruptions, you go into an Exceed. Chalice, 5, 6 with this, and then we also have... no, I'm not going to count that, actually. Where's Raphael? Oh, Raphael got shuffled back because we summoned it with the Philo. Okay. So like 7 interruptions, basically. So we're going to summon the Dampa here, after we negate this. Boom. We add Seal added back this, so what we can do now is we can use the Keel to summon it, to trigger the Dampa, to pop, and then trigger Falgo, draw 3. Murkroom was completely fine. Actually, I was hoping he would do that, so he can make room for the Izuna. Isn't that crazy? Like, you just thank your opponent for outing your board because you can summon more interruptions, you can keep playing. It's actually crazy. So I wait for him to use both effects, and then I Chalice, negate both with 1 effect, and then we pop him, and then we draw 3. And then I think he goes Exciton Knight, which I'm very happy about. I literally don't care about Exciton Knight whatsoever. We draw a card, goes Exciton, nuke the board, thank you. Now I can use Izuna. We set the Forced Liberation. Oh my god, how many cards do we have? He goes for this to pop. Okay, who cares, my friend? Who cares? Alright. Izuna, Noroi, Lantern, Droplets, Lupus, and Rookie. Rookie gets you into the for hire stuff. Do you have anything else? Yep. That's so crazy because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in hand after he outed the board. And it's impossible for you to win. I don't care if you summon your entire extra deck here. You're still gonna lose. We also top deck Droplets. Amazing. So we're gonna look at the hand. We know what he has anyway because of Onomat. And then we go Ripper. Add. Okay, he knows like it's over. There's just no possible way you can win. Okay, let's see this one. So this guy was actually very, very good. This is probably the best for hire player I've ever played against. I made a lot of misplays because I was just playing casually. I didn't know this guy was that good. He was on Sky Striker, uh, like Sky Striker Engine, I mean, for hire, basically, with like Magician Souls and like a card, which I'm not sure what it does. I think it just like he's playing it so he can put up like two bodies to link climb, I guess. And yeah, he's playing like a couple board breakers and like two Bastiles. Yeah. So I'll see what happens. Actually, wait. This is not game one. This is game two. Game one, he actually destroyed me because I misplayed, like I said. Uh, so instead of ending on 10 interruptions, I ended on like 7. And that actually cost me the duel. Yeah, that's pretty much it. He dismantled my board and he beat me. Fair play. He was very, very good. So I had to lock in. And by lock in, I mean side in Harpy's Featherstorm and lock my opponent out of the game. Okay, Kiss of K9. You go Izuna. Now use a hand trap, so that means you lose the duel automatically. We go Lupus. Boom. Ripper. Check the nib. Look at the hand. He does have nib, so we played around that. We have Forced Liberation now. We have Lantern. Oh my gosh. Yeah, nice try. Nib is not gonna work, my friend. Okay, and then we're gonna go Falgo, Justice for Hire. So the reason I make this line, you usually don't make this line. It's not like a good line to do where you go Falgo right away here. But reason I made this, you only make this for two things. A, if you have a way to like get into your Mitsurugi stuff, and by way I mean you have Gale on the field and you're under Fuwa, so you keep giving them more draws until you draw into your Mitsurugi stuff or Canines if you don't have access to that, and then you can still use it because you're not locked into anything, right? Um, and secondly, if you have Harpy's Featherstorm and you want easy access to the Philo, you can do this, and you already have hand knowledge of your opponent. If you don't have the hand knowledge, it's super risky. You don't want to actually like go for this play. But because we know he has nothing, this is dead. We already negated this. He has two cards that can't really do anything. They're not hand traps. So, and I know this would win me the duel. And additionally, if you're under Fuwa, you can also fish for the Harpy's Featherstorm. You can. I might even like think about like maining just one. Honestly, it's just like I don't want to only side it because I want to be super toxic. So I feel like I don't know. Maybe I should play only one, and then like I can Gale for hire, draw into it. Game one. Okay, so now we don't let our opponent play. We just flip this face up right away, and then he can't play the game. He literally just cannot play. That's pretty much it. I'm sorry, my friend. And then game three, he goes first. Let's see what he does. So I want you to compare what we put up in like the previous duels with my deck, with his deck. Not to hate on his deck or anything. I just want you to see like the difference in like ceiling, and the difference in like how you play through like hand traps and stuff, right? So because if you see this real quick, let's just like replay this real quick. This gets ashed, you pretty much lose. Like, what do you really do, right? I mean, you go Illusion of Chaos, and then what's like we send everything. You have pretty much nothing else, and you're gonna gamble on draw two. So this gets ashed, you lose. Otherwise, like if I got ashed on Habakiri, I chain prayers, tribute this, and then I'm good. And it's fair because he has a spell to add and a ritual, and I have a ritual and a spell to add. So it's like literally the exact same. So his cards is what I'm trying to say. Like this could have been a prayers if he was playing this instead, and this could have been a Habakiri. It's not even close how powerful like Mitsurugi is as opposed to this. Okay, so he's gonna add here. He's gonna go Hornet Drones. Or this does not even put up like half of what Mitsurugi does. So you do this to go into like your links, but Mitsurugi puts up 4 plus 2 cards. Is it 2 or more? I think more than that. It gives you like a lot of cards in hand because you keep adding. You have 4 bodies on the board, and you can go into a link play, which he is trying to do here. He plays this so he can go into a link play. We're gonna have access to a link play plus an exceed play, both on the same thing. So we can go into like where's it? Not Ripper. Where's the level 4? Okay, it's because I changed it. Instead of like Exeter Knight, we can play the other Ignister card. We can put that up plus a link. Or we can go into Zombie Vampire plus a link. And when I say link, I mean like you get into your for hire stuff, or you go into Little Knights. So yeah. Him drawing here, I guess he plays this because he wants to draw a lot of cards maybe for hand traps, because he plays a lot of hand traps. But hand traps, like I said, are nothing compared to this. But he plays amazingly well. Like, he plays perfectly. All three duels. And I was, like, super impressed by this guy. Yeah, he was definitely awesome. Like, just respect to this man. He played amazing. If he had Harpy's Featherstorm, if he was playing that, he would have won here. And I feel like you should always, like, side that in. He's just not playing it. He's not cringe, right? He's just not cringe like me. And if you want to win, you have to be cringe. Okay, so the reason I do this might look really weird, but I thought he had Storm for Hire in the graveyard. I was not paying attention. I was like on my phone, waiting for him to finish the combo. Um, and this wouldn't matter because if I go Droplets before he does anything, he can't chain the trap to negate, right? If I go Habakiri, he tries to negate by banishing the Storm. I chain Droplet to negate it. He goes Secret Technique, pop his own Raphael. I'm kind of like cooked. It's really bad, right? I can like still play, but like through I don't know what these two are. I know what these two are, right? He did search the rookie and the secrets. So yeah, and he also has Dampa. He can draw 3 into hand traps and stuff. It can get really bad. So I had to preemptively droplet him, just to stop that from happening. And then I realized he doesn't have Storm, so that was a weird play to make. But it's not the end of the world. It's completely fine. Okay, so we go into Mitsurugi Ritual. Tribute summon from the deck directly. And I was thinking he has Imperm, which he does, but he also has Droplets. I was not expecting Droplet. But he doesn't have anything to send. He has to send this, which you definitely don't want to do that against a Mitsurugi deck. You want this to trigger. And Rookie for Hire can actually give him some resilience if I go into Murakumo to nuke the board. So you don't want to get rid of this. So naturally, you just get rid of the negated Raphael and then revive it back, right? That's the correct play. And then we chain prayers to dodge that. If he had sent a spell, we couldn't have done that, but we would have just got Murakumo back anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. So now he triggers the field spell, summons the Rex. So he wants to add something so that he can go Rex, revive, and then he has a discard. And I'm not gonna let that happen. Murakumo checks him because he has nothing to discard, and then this was the only misplay he made that I'm aware of. He goes Secret Technique instead of Imperm. I would 100% want Imperm. Now, I don't think it would have mattered that much. I would have won anyway here because of my hand. But yeah, I don't know why he popped here. That was not really a good play. I guess he doesn't want me to link, but you can like make all your plays and then you can pop me. And also like your Rex would resolve. So he goes for this. He wants to revive the Dampa. We called by it, so I know this is called by now. I'm not gonna go for Dampa. Now I am suspecting an Imperm, so I make this play instead of summoning Beats. And I'm right. He does have this. Otherwise, we would have summoned the Spellcaster. I can't summon Falgo because Falgo can't be used as link material. So I summon the Magician's Illusion. And then I can like pop off from there. They're both Spellcasters, but you can still go into what, Little Knights? Yep. And then you still have Murakumo. And Little Knight would banish this, so he has no follow-up, basically, is what I'm trying to say. His top deck gets checked by the Murakumo, which I do right here. I know what he has, so if he normal summons this, he wants to normal summon, so the Rex is turned on, and then he can activate Rex to revive, to trigger the beats. But if I go Murakumo first, he actually can't make that play. He would just get negated, so I do this preemptively. And then we trigger, add another prayers, and yeah, it's just like checkmate. And guess what won us the duel? The Mitsurugi stuff. That's why you play Mitsurugi instead of the Sky Striker stuff. Now I get if you want your deck to be more for higher focused, but it literally doesn't matter that much. Because you have, like, the deck itself is like all for higher, and then you also have Murakumo and K9 assisting for higher. It's not the other way around where for hire is assisting them. You can see like the entire deck is like just for hires, right? And you have like a Murakumo and yeah, just some Murakumo and a K9 in hand. They just like support your deck to bait out interruptions and break boards. before you go into your for hire stuff, and that's what for hire needs. And the synergy is just too good not to play. We'll do one more. I don't want to make this like too hard, too like long. How about like I don't know, Ryzeal? It's just so much. Like I played so many freaking duels. This is, by the way, the same guy. Um, the same guy who we gave like 100 draws and then he still lost. It's literally the same guy. He loses to one Asher, and then he has like super poly and stuff, and he still loses. Giga Mitsu, Dino, Charmy challenge. Let's watch this. Why not? Charmy challenge. Let's take it. We love Charmy challenge. Okay, so we we get Perulian, which is really bad against this deck. Um, unless you have a way to summon Gale, which we're about to do in a second. So I'm actually praying he top decks Charmy Fua, but he doesn't. I want to give him so many draws here, so I can keep drawing as well. So we summon from the deck. We go Habakiri to add, prayers, revive. Yep, and then we trigger this, revive the Murakumo. And then we go Lantern. This is going to give him an additional draw. Yep. Until now, we haven't drawn a single card because we don't have Gale. But look at our hand. Look at how many cards we have. We also have Mitsurugi and K9. Like full. This is full combo, right? Okay, now he draws the Fua, but we can just negate it now. It doesn't matter at that point. Now we excavate. Unfortunately, this is game 1, so there's no like Harpy's Featherstone. We go Wiz. Full combo. We gave him like what? I don't know, like 4 draws, 5 draws. Who cares? I've given people way more draws than that. He can draw his entire. I literally don't care if he has his entire deck in his hand. I promise you, he will not win. I promise on everything that I love. All right, let's counter our interruptions real quick through Perolia plus technically a Fua. So we already used this. So we have a pop. Werewolf negates. We have Wiz to negate. We have this to discard plus nuke the board. We have Raphael to negate. We have Falgo, draw 3. That's 7 interruptions. 8 because it can summon a Gale from the deck or a Dampa. So you summon, you go Keel, summon this from hand, and then you summon the Dampa. So you chain basically to this, and then Dampa would pop him. I think we're on 7. I don't know if we're 7 or 8 right now. And then we can discard this with one of these, right? And then that would give us 8 interruptions. We also have Lupus, which is crazy because if you use these do activate in the grave, so it's gonna make Lupus live. So what you can do is you can get the Gale on the field, and then you can revive Lupus and then go to an X8 play, so like 9 interruptions. And yeah, like I think 9 interruptions. Maybe I'm not counting right, and it's 10 or 8, but it's around 9 interruptions. Let's just keep it at that. So he makes a very stupid play here, if I remember correctly. He goes he goes pot of E, and then he double fools. What? I don't think he knows what his cards do. Pot says you cannot draw cards by card effects. So I don't know why he did that. You just went -2 for no reason. But anyways, I guess maybe he was like baiting out negates. Maybe, who knows? So you go Rex now because he did this. Now I can draw as well. Every time you add, we're gonna pop you. Fua doesn't draw. Falgo draws 3. Yeah, nice Fua. We literally drew so many more cards than you did. We drew it to Ash as well. We have Izuna now as well. Please nuke my board, please. I just want to have a chance to use all my interruptions. This has never happened before. And probably never will. I will never be able to use up all my interruptions. So I let him actually crash these. I just want to make room, so I let him crash over these. And then we tribute Murakumo revive, nuke him. And we have room to summon like the Lupus now. And then Lupus with Gale exceed summon up here. And then we still have room to go for Rex. Yeah. This deck is crazy. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Also, guys, please don't play 40. If you play 40, you're behind. Like Pac said, if you play Dotscaper, this is like the equivalent of playing Dotscaper and Malice. If you play 40 cards for higher. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know if you want more for hire videos, because I've been focusing a lot more on branded and heroes, and I haven't really made that many videos on this. You guys saw how many replays I had. I just showed you like 4 out of them. So yeah, if you want to see more replays, let me know. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.